at 60% health. Anomaly looking to follow it up. Dren and Nasty doing a great job evading everyone's attacks. Just the Poe going out with no problem. Anomaly.
He's doing a great job using his burdens to get away. He is using all the little bit of line of sight that he can while healing Eradicate, so he has high energy. Looks like Bazaroth is getting a buff from Inebriate. I do like this play. If Ineb can get a buff onto Anomaly soon, that could be what it takes.
Eradicate did
stunned right there.
Just mess up his flame burst, though. He did hit his head a little bit, and a double trap went off there by Bazaroth onto these teammates. Bazaroth getting bullied again, though. He needs to be aware of this. Joanna and Nasty very low. Bazaroth looking for follow it up. Anomaly just focusing Joanna and Nasty as hard as possible, and Bazaroth finishes it off with a shotgun blast to the face. Great job there by Bazaroth. Eradicate needs to either do a lot of damage to Inebriate to try to finish off this game, but I don't think there's honestly a whole lot Eradicate can do here, even though he did have some amazing bolas there on Bazaroth and the other players, as well as some beautifully placed flame walls onto those the other players. The Zealous' DPS was just too much, I think.
He's doing a great job surviving. Has been alive for such a long time with just by himself. Just shows how good of a player he is. That is 1-1 now for them. We are going to forced ambush. This is a lot more of a technical map. We're going to see how both teams deal with this last round on this map. What team comps are going to run. I expect to see the same exact thing. Not very sure.
Yeah, it's always tough when you play this match as potentially the last map in a series of the 3 matches, because, you know, it affects everyone's play styles differently. It's very easy to get knocked off. It's very 3-dimensional. So we will see how they do.
Looks like they are running the same team comp. No, Eradicate did go Assassin. Look to see him kill the Shaman. No, he is going to go on Bazaroth. Bazaroth is going to get Shadow Realms here. A curse does go onto him. That means he's going to go back into the Shadow Realm when that is over. He does throw down a smoke bomb. A trap does go off. Bazaroth is back in the Shadow Realm at 26%. So Inebriate can't even see him. He just came out. Eradicate's going to have another leap and stun for Bazaroth. Now's their only chance. Eradicate did have to disengage there. So if he can quickly heal up Bazaroth.
Bazaroth very low on health. Bazaroth is just not LOSing a whole lot here. Eradicate did get swapped, but Bazaroth getting brought into the Shadow Realm and getting finished off by Eradicate here. That's the strength of the Assassin. They bring you into the Shadow Realm and there's just nothing you can do. It's full-blown one-on-one combat then. Yeah, I feel like Bazaroth, he stood out in the open way too much. He took a lot of damage there. And
yeah, he stood out in the open. He needed to be on the other side of that tree, and Inebriate needed to focus a little bit more healing on him. Should have buffed him up. Pretty much the only thing you can do is buff them, because they're going to go back in the Shadow Realm, so that fervor buff is going to perceive you actually can fervor them through the Shadow Realm. When they come out, you can burst healing off those stacks of fervor. But that's really your only chance, because right after that, they're going to have another smoke bomb and another Shadow Realm, so Assassin, yep. I don't know. Very technical. If you do get caught, you can die, but if you're good at wall jumping or blocking, or you do have smoke bomb, you can escape. So great job by Eradicate getting out of there. Pretty much winning the game for his team. Really quick match, not like the other ones, where it was long and drawn out.
Yeah, we see Eradicate is a skilled player. He knows how to use that Assassin to its full potential, you know, and so that's gonna really be dangerous for that devoted team. Well, that's game now. The win goes to Eradicate's team, wanting to finish that off quick and easy with some great team play there, I think.
Yeah. Who do we have up next?
Next up, we've got Inebriate versus ZM Lol in the losers bracket. So if we can just get them into the map here, we can get this started.
Alright, so, yeah, this map, no one really got knocked off. Bazaroth did have some traps that went down onto Eradicate. He was able to quickly drop Smoke Bomb and disengage out of there. run around a tree, wait for a stealth to come back up. You got a little bit of healing. I was able to engage again. I don't know, just pretty standard play. Not much that Anomaly could do to peel for him or Inebriate to heal for him because you come out so low health. I mean, Inebriate can drop the bubble, but when you're standing inside the bubble, it heals the bubble. The bubble has a certain amount of HP. You can stack your mouse ones. Your mouse one is your energy regaining ability, and it puts a heal over time. So you can do that, and it can like run in and out of the bubble back and forth, trying to get a little bit of heals here, a little bit of heals there. But it's just so much. It's so hard to deal with with the multiple Shadow Realms.
Yep.
And Smoke Bomb. Looks like we don't have everyone in. ZM Lowell and Ludo are in here. This is the losers bracket. Inebriate's team is also supposed to be in here. That was a really good game. And the whole set was nice. You had really long games when it was Pyro Pathfinder versus Pyro Pathfinder. It was really nice to watch. A lot of impressive bolas, flame bursts, molt armors. Don't know. I wonder how it would have been on a different map. This map is kind of confusing and hard to deal with all the little tiny trees.
Yeah. Great game so far, though. I am absolutely amazed that some of the play coming out, or some of the plays coming out of these players today, just hands down really great.
All right. So what's your favorite match, and what team do you think has had the most coordination to be a free agent?
Favorite match? Hands that are you asking me, viewers or me?
You viewers.
Well, I'll answer anyways. Because I gotta say, I think my favorite match was that match with Bazaroth. That early match where it came down to tower control, that was just crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
That was also my favorite match. That was very impressive. Some of you guys missed it. There was it had to be a 6-7 minute 2v3 into it was 3v3, went quickly into a 2v3, and Inebriate and Bazaroth were able to hold out and withstand, get a counter kill, get to Inebriate dies, and Bazaroth was the only one left and was about to die as the tower caps, and he won the game. So it was a very, very clutch and intense match. Looks like we're waiting on Ludo, ZM Lowell. Alec, looks like we have ZM Lowell versus Anib.
Yep, exactly.
A little bit confused. Looks like we do have people joining in. But the game is free. Try it. This is the first, the game went free to play on, I believe it was Monday, Alec?
Yeah, should have been Monday.
Yep.
It was Monday.
Exactly. Monday we went free to play.
Just by Saturday.
Big change for Forge. We've had a ton of new players, though, and we're just, really excited about how this is going to impact the community. That's one of the things that people always wanted with Forge. They want to see more people playing, more competition, and going free to play was a really effective way to accomplish that. I think we've actually made it happen. It's great.
I think so too. This is just Arena. There are tons of other game modes. You have Capture Relic, you have King of the Hill. King of the Hill is so much fun, and they have really big battles of 8-on-8, and I believe they could even increase the player cap and get something crazy like 16 versus 16 if they wanted to.
Maybe one day.
Fluctuating. The depths are great. Yep.
Someday in the future, maybe.
Yep. But guilds are just around the corner, so if you do download the game and you find out you love it, I'm sure you will. You can join up with a couple friends, play, learn the game, create a guild when that gets released, and try and take over the leaderboards, take over the game, see where you stand amongst the other players. Gabe is on his way. He is being a little bit slow. Okay, not only did join in, I have to say the most coordinated team, you didn't ever answer my second question, but for me, the most coordinated team has been Miraculous Narwhal and Fuel. They just have had swaps into armor boosts so many times. It's been great. They've had perfect coordination and team play, and I think that that has really been the key factor for all of their wins, and I have to give it to them for just jumping into a match as free agents, getting put in a team, and then devising, hey, what's the best thing we can do with our setup? What can we accomplish? And doing that. So I got to give it to Field and Miraculous Narwhal. Looks like everybody is in except for ZM Lowell. We are going to go to the next map because we did have a bit of delay. I can wait for you guys to see this next match. It's going to be intense. I want to see ZM Lowell, Ludo, and Baroda come out with a win. I think they can do it here. It's going to be tough to take down Neve and Bazaroff, however.
Okay, so on to our match, ZM Law's team versus Inebriate's team.
So
let's see what the comps are.
Yeah, looks like we have Pathfinder Pyro versus Pathfinder Pyro. Both teams having a Shaman. River buffs going out right away. Inebriate buffing Anomaly. Looks like Baroda got a buff onto Ludo, so both Pyros have the buff. Bazaroff was going to go for some type of swap. That's not the best position for a swap. He does need to move up top. If he can get something big here into a flame wall by Anomaly, that could be a huge chunk of damage that may not be. It looks like a swap does go off. The flame wall misses by Ludo. Unfortunately, he does try and get a curse that also misses. Meanwhile, ZM Low was the one who got
very low, 27% health. Bazaroff does not want to let him go. 5% health, and that is a quick kill on ZM Low by Bazaroff. Wow. Ludo now getting cursed here. Baroda doing his best to try to get some clutch heals down on Ludo, keep him up, but Bazaroff is just not letting up whatsoever. Neither is Anomaly. They're just putting down everything they have. And Ludo is at 6% health, 12% health. Baroda doing his absolute best for clutch heals, but Ludo does go down to a zap from Inebriate, leaving only Baroda left to try to fend off these three Zealous players, but it's not going to go well, and he does go down to Bazaroff's Bazaroff's focusing.
Really enjoying
the there by
the battle shaman there. I'd like to see some of that at the end of a match. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We kind of joke about that because battle shaman will say that shamans are healer classes, and Forge understands that they don't want a healer to be able to just solo people and keep themselves alive forever. So they actually do very, very little amounts of damage. I think their max one, they only does anywhere between 30 and 50 damage max. So it's really, it's better to just be healing over that. But when you see a shaman go full on DPS, it's kind of funny, and we always try and point that out. Looks like Sin Opener buys him low onto Inebriate. He does bring him into the Shadow Realm. He does get away. Inebriate with a great burden jump onto that pillar, staying in the open. I don't know if he can get bullet down from there. If Ludo does have sight of him, he could knock him really far away. ZM Low going to try and open on him again. He doesn't get the Shadow Leap correctly, but he is getting on Bazaroff. Bazaroff in the Shadow Realm. ZM Low doing a great job escaping. He's just engaging and disengaging, which is really good. However, Bazaroff and Anomaly are sticking really tightly together. So if they do catch that Sin, it could be a huge amount of pressure that they can deal onto ZM Low. Inebriate just sitting up top. I want to see a bullet. Ludo has a bullet. He can knock Inebriate down. Inebriate has burden jump away. ZM Low tried to open up. He is going to get away. He had to Shadow Realm Inebriate. They're trying to zap him. He might not get the re-stealth. It looks like Inebriate did get a zap into him, so he's going to have to LOS until he can get to disengage.
In the back here, going all out, getting focused pretty hard, taking a lot of damage as he was trying to distract and focus down Ludo and Baroda. Ludo taking a significant amount of damage here. He's at 32% health. He does rocket jump away, but because he rocket jumped away, he did take the full curse damage because he was not near ZM Lol. ZM Lol now caught out of stealth. Bazaroff and Anomaly do not want to let him go. ZM Lol does take full curse damage, and he does go down, leaving only Ludo and Baroda. Baroda is not able to get any heals down onto Ludo at this because of his current line of sight. Bazaroff is going to find Baroda. Baroda gonna take down Ludo, gonna focus down Baroda, and that's gonna be GG.
Wow, so really quick match there. That is going to be a win for Inebriate's team. Great job by Bazaroff and Anomaly, making sure that they really locked down that Sin when he did appear. I did believe